Man, oh man, dang. All right, so I'm having another kid, man. It's your big bro trend. Thanks for tuning in to my video. Um, so I gotta vent. I gotta vent a little bit, man. You don't mind? Just let me vent. Just listen to what I'm about to say, man. And for those of you who don't know, I already got a son who I will never deny, even though I don't get to see him as often as I would like. So I do have a son, okay? But I'm gonna have another child. You know what I'm saying? By who? That's not your business. But listen, man, listen. If you stay tuned to the end of this video, I got something very special I want to tell you too, because it's Saturday. Another special announcement I want to tell you because it's Saturday. But anyway, one thing I want to say though is this, man. Me personally, man, I get along with kids better than I get along with adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's some kids around, man, they in a the lobby or something like that, man. It's funny because I'm like, they notice me like, yo, you gonna throw the football? And I'm just like, I'm just like hands on when it come down to kids, man, because I love to converse with them. I mean, I really feel like kids are like really creative, and they not all the way like dumbed down like we is. They still in their true highest self. And that's really good to see, because we don't have that in a lot of us adults. You know what I'm saying? I remember as a kid, like, it's funny how as a kid everybody love you, everybody like you, and they get you gifts and treat you like you royalty when you a kid. And I really believe that's because you're not programmed yet. You're not all serious about life yet. You just really, the child of God is really activated in you. And so I really like kids, man. And I always been like, even my little cousins, man, like when I go hang out with my older cousin, I'm always playing with his kids, man. And I'm always sitting there talking to them, fighting them and stuff like that, play fighting. I mean, I just think kids are smarter than adults. I really feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I really think some kids are smarter than their own parents. And you probably done said that. Shouts out to all my people out there who got kids. But I'm pretty sure you've come to that realization at one point with your kids, like, damn, like, I know they smarter than me. Like, I thought I was getting away with this, and then the kids just call you out on it. You didn't think they know it, but they be watching you. They be knowing everything. They be seeing all the subliminal things that you be doing, but you don't even think that they hear it. You don't think that they watching, but they be watching everything that you do as a parent. And again, if you a parent out there, you know this. You know this. And that's why we love them, and like when I'm playing Call of Duty or something with the fellas, and then it'd be like a little young guy coming on there, like with a little baby voice, like, and I'm just like, how does this little kid know how to play a game that's so strategic and be so good? They be playing games like Fortnite and stuff like that, and you just be like, you see them playing these games and they like thinking at a high level of intelligence, because the stuff you have to do on these games is not nothing for a slow person to be able to do. And it's just like, kids are so smart. You know what I'm saying? And they are highly, 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 highly intelligent. And kids notice the light in people. Kids are able to notice if somebody's a Decepticon, or they notice if they're a real person. Kids can notice that your energy is off or not, because either they'll be attracted to you, either they'll talk to you and tell them, they'll talk to you about real stuff, and they'll express happiness to you or whatever, or either they'll hate you and they'll start crying. So, if you get along with kids real well, you know what I'm saying. You know how cool it is, and how it makes you feel like you are still a child of the Most High God, because you can even interact with children. You know what I mean? A lot of people, some people so mean and so hateful, they can't interact with children. Kids won't even come up to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to hell. Why you don't want to go there? Because, oh no, don't take me over hell. Because they just know that energy ain't right. You know what I mean? That person ain't got no light in them, so they don't want to. They cry when they go to the daycare for a certain reason because they know it's somebody in there that make them feel bad. Either it's a bully in there, or the teacher low key jealous of your son or daughter. You don't know nothing about it, or they not getting treated with the proper respect that they get at home. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that, man. When it comes to kids, they know the truth. So when they crying about something, or if they feel like if they telling you something that they feel like is happening going on, man, listen, they intuition is stupid sharp. You know what I'm saying? And so it's crazy though, man, because we live in a society nowadays where we live in a money hungry society. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can both agree to disagree. We live in a money driven, money based, money powered society, and it's so bad to the point that people are scared to procreate. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we really here to do. We here to reproduce. We're here to procreate, create more life, and keep things flowing. You know what I'm saying? But since we live in a money-hungry society, you know, people are scared that if they have a kid or something, that it's like I'm a bad person because I had a kid. That's most people thinking. Like, it's like if you have a kid, like your whole family gonna start talking shit about you. You know what I mean? If you have a kid, your mama, she mad at you. Your daddy calling you like, that's how we live. That's how people think in our society that we live in, because the society is money based. You know what I mean? So when you have a kid, the first thing that come to your family mind, your friend's mind is cha-ching. It's gonna cost my money. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. They ain't thinking about the love of the kid. They ain't thinking about, oh man, I wonder if she gonna be just like you. You know, they not thinking about, what God wants. They not thinking about like, how's the kid gonna shape you? And it's the first thing, cha-ching, cha-ching. Why you having that shape? Why you having that baby? Why you having that kid? And I know you know what I'm saying is true, because when you had your kids, if you got kids, you know what I'm saying? When you had your kids, you was scared as I don't know what. He was like, man, I don't even know if I should call and tell them, man. I ain't calling them, man. I'm just gonna act like everything's still good, they slowly they gonna understand the real life, and then I'm gonna tell them. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them. 3 weeks, then I'm gonna tell them. I ain't about to get yelled at, and you know what I mean. And that's just how it was. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, man, even I was at a point where I used to be scared to like have kids and stuff. Even after I had a son or whatever, like I ain't gonna lie, like I used to tell a chick to go get a plan B. It's 24 hours ain't passed by. We did that 9 o'clock. Y'all be calculating, man. We did that 9 o'clock yesterday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So around about 7:30 today, I'm gonna send her a text message. So that'll give her 7, 8, 9. That'll give her 2 hours to go to CPS. You know what I'm saying? I'll go with you if you want me to, but you gotta go pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is, because most people be scared to procreate. Most people be scared of having, a child, because they think about the big grand dollar sign. And I even remember a time where I can't even remember exactly when or who or nothing. That's bad. But I'm just keeping it real with y'all. But I remember one time I made a female get an abortion. You know what I'm saying? And man, to this day I feel bad about that. And I'll never do that again. Because I think that's where some of my karma comes from, in a different dimension. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in having a kid. You know what I'm saying? But everybody got their own reasons as to why they want to do, why they want to get an abortion or whatever the case may be. To each his own. I'm proud of you if that's what you partake in and doing or whatever. That's cool, because you know what? Ain't nobody perfect. We all done had to get a plan B, or we all done had to get somebody to get an abortion. I mean, if you haven't, then much respects to you. But I know that personally, like, I don't plan on doing anything like that ever again. You know what I mean? Because I believe in like karma and stuff like that, and I believe in life. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to the mother of my child that had our son, she didn't allow me to do that at the time. And to this day, I'm really thankful for that because, you know what I'm saying? My kid woke me up. My son woke me up. When I had my first biological son, that changed my whole life, bro. I mean, I was slacking at first. I was selling weed. I was tricking off. I was doing bad in school. Man, I was doing everything you can imagine, man. I was stealing. I was just doing all kind of, negative stuff. But it's crazy because when I actually had my son, that's when I became like an ultimate hustler. Like, that's when I changed my mindset and everything. Like, that's when I started to get my shit together, and I started. So that's why I'm saying, like, it ain't really bad to have another kid. It ain't bad to have a kid or nothing. It's just the mindset that you adopt when you have that kid. Man, a kid will blast you off into your damn purpose. I mean, that's how I got here. Because I ain't want to be like known as the person who don't make ends meet, even for myself. You know what I'm saying? And having a kid, just seeing him, man, it just like looking into myself. I'm like, damn, like I got to be greater. I got to be better. And so, women that have kids turn me on more than a woman that don't have kids. Believe it or not, don't tell nobody. Shouts out to all the women out there who don't have kids, But it's just like, OG told me, man, my OG told me, he said, man, Trent, man, if a woman got more than one kid and she got like 2 kids, man, that's something you should really consider because that's a sign of responsibility, Any of y'all ladies, y'all know this. Like, if you got kids, you know how hard it is to keep them and take care of them. It is not easy. I don't think a lot of people really understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, my mama took care of me, my brothers. I remember days she took care of us, bro. And I used to see her working 2 jobs and just coming home and being tired. Man, I seen her upset days and shit like that. I remember it like yesterday because that's how hard it is to take care of kids. That shit is a big responsibility. You know what I mean? And so that's why I'm saying, like, if you a person out there that got kids or whatever, that's an asset. Kids are an asset, and you cherish that. And so, if you're a woman that got kids out there, hats off to you. Don't let people make you think that having kids is like the worst thing you ever did. And don't ever look at your kids as like, oh, I wish I never had you. I wish I never had you. You holding my life up. You holding my success up. No, bro, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing that you got them kids. And I'm going to tell you why, man. And like, and the reason why I'm saying it is because here's the thing. I'm saying, like, if you're not 25 and older, then I really don't expect you to have kids like I did when I was like in my younger 20s. You know what I'm saying? I made a stupid mistake, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? And I don't regret it. But if you like 25 plus right now watching this video and you don't have kids, me personally, I would kind of question that, like, hold on, what you do for a living? Are you a success-driven person? Are you extremely motivated? And you had 2 good parents and you grew up in a good household and your parents is married and they made you disciplined to the point that you wasn't messing around nobody or sleeping with nobody? Something ain't right. But if that is you, if you are 25 and plus and don't have kids and you fell into one of those categories, then hats off to you, man. Hats off to you, But if you 25 plus and you ain't got kids, I question that. I question that shit. Like, hold on, something ain't right. Something is not right. You ain't have at least one. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same. It's just like being married. It's just like if you ain't never been married out there and you always been like a boyfriend or you always been a girlfriend, but you never got married. There are just some things you will not understand about yourself and life versus a person who is married or who has already been married. Man, when you get married, that shit change your whole mind too, just like having a kid. Like, you think differently. You be more wiser in the decisions you making. You get more smarter. You know what I'm saying? You stop doing shit that's not helping you. When you get married, you change into a person. You know what I'm saying? If you're a woman out there and you ain't really been married like that, you're not a bad person, but it's just some things that you really you can't fathom right now because you never had that opportunity where God was big enough to put that rock on your finger. You know what I'm saying? You just never have experienced that life. That shit changes you. It's just like having a kid. Having a kid will change you into being an adult. Lickety split fast. I don't give a damn if you're 18, if you're 20, 21. When you have that kid, you are officially a damn man. You are officially a woman. Okay? And so it's just like marriage. It's just like marriage. If you ain't never been married yet, you're not gonna understand the importance of just staying in the right frame of mind at all times. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. Like when you have a kid. It changed me. It'll change you, and I know it's changed you already if you have kids. And another thing about having a kid, man, it's just like that's gonna bring a side of you out that you never ever experienced before. Because when you have a kid, that's like another version of yourself. I mean, you see, you're a multiple person, a multi-dimensional human being, all right? But only you can bring out so much of that. It takes other people bringing out them parts of you that you never experienced before. And it might damn take a kid to bring that shit out. You know what I mean? And you probably don't have no purpose or no vision or something like that. And chances are it's because you probably don't have a kid. When you have that kid, that's like the cherry flavor of your vanilla. Like, damn, it's cherry vanilla. Like, shit, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's like the blue Skittle and you the red Skittle and y'all in the same pack together. You're like, damn, why they like you more than they like me? Because that is you. When you have a kid, that's a whole nother version of you that you didn't discover until you had brought it out. You know what I'm saying? Until it came into existence. And that's why I'm saying, like, when you have a kid, or if you decide to have a kid, man, that shit will bring out a side of you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And you will discover more about who you are as a person. You know what I mean? And like, that's why if you have parents that be hating on you, and you might have a jealous mom or jealous dad or whatever you want to call it, man, that's usually be the reason why they be acting like that towards you. Is because they see something in you that they don't have, and they know that you came from them, but they still can't understand why you a greater version of them. That's probably why they be acting like that, because they like, damn, like damn, I look good. I look good, and you, damn, you should be thanking me, girl. You should be thanking you got all that from me. And then you don't want to give them the respect because you your own divine self. You your own unique self. And see, that's when the tension come in, because you got a parent that see them in you, and you ain't trying to give them that credit. You're like, nah, this is me. Like, where do you do that at? You know what I mean? But in all actuality, man, it's still a beautiful thing, because your parents can get to see something in you that they really never thought existed in them. You know what I mean? Your parents probably was smart, you know what I mean? But you probably smart. You know what I'm saying? You probably smart, but they was smart, and they just not going to admit that you smart and smarter, okay? But, honestly, I'm looking forward to having more kids, man, in the future. All right, I'm looking forward to having more kids in the future, because it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. And I believe in procreation. And don't listen, man. If you in a situation right now where you even thinking about having kids or whatever, if you're looking forward to having kids, don't get caught up in the money hungry bubble. Don't get caught up in like, am I gonna have the finances if I do have it? Don't think like that, because when you do when you open that door, all right, when you open that door, it's going to be things that help you out when you get to the other side. When you have that kid, you're going to go in overdrive mode to make sure you take care of your son. That's you. You ain't going to let your daughter or your kids be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to make sure that you do all that you can to make sure that version of you is well taken care of. All right? And now and in the future. So I'm looking forward to having more kids. I don't know about you, man. You can stay sterile if you want. I'm looking forward to having more kids, man. But anyway, I told you if you stay tuned to the end of the video, Big Bro got something very special for you. It's Saturday, so I did something special for y'all, man. I lowered all my session prices. So if you've been the one that want to give a session with Big Bro, but it just been a little bit out your tax bracket, it's all good, bro. I just don't went in there and I done every session that I offer, I don't lower every session price. Okay, same thing with the courses too, which all this stuff gonna be in the bottom in the comment section. Also, you need some assets, man. You need some assets, all right? You need to get in this crypto with us and build something for yourself and your kids in the future, all right? If you want to get on the next Zoom call with us coming up next Tuesday, man, make sure you become my Patreon today by clicking that link in the comment section down there below. Just join, man. It's called investing in yourself. All right. Of course, you ain't going to want to spend it, but you invest in yourself. You're going to be able to get on Zoom calls with other chosen ones, and we talking about crypto every other week, man. So invest into yourself. Get you some assets like crypto and learn with us. We've been waiting on you. All right. Other than that, man, I'm having another child in the future. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hey, leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this video, man. Do you got kids, or do you plan on having kids? Or are you single and you don't got no kids and you was one of them ones, you one of them good golden childs? Huh? Speak up, let your voice be heard, man. It's your Big Bro. Peace.